Hi there everyone, welcome back to the Lipstick Legend. Today we are going to do just a really simple, easy eye makeup. I've already done my foundation, my lips and my brows. Sometimes if I do those things first, it helps me know where I'm going to go with my eye makeup if I can't decide, which was the case today. And I just thought it might be nice just to show you the eye rather than the full thing, because not everybody's got time to sit down and watch a 20-minute video. So I'm going to use, if you watched my video where I did the e.l.f. makeup, I'm actually going to use this product right here, which is kind of a metallic liquid eyeshadow. Now I've played with it a little bit and I put it on my hand, and you could wear it kind of on its own without anything underneath it, but I think it really needs a base of a similar colour, otherwise it kind of becomes a really see-through sheer kind of application with a lot of sparkles in it, which is really nice, but I'm going to put a little bit of a base underneath it just to see like how much it does show up like with the base underneath. So that being said, I'm going to use my Urban Decay 24/7. This is called Double Life. So I'm just going to go in with that. I'm going to sharpen that first. I'm just going to go in with that over my lid, like so. I'm not going to put a primer down because these pencils are dynamite. They don't move, so I don't feel like I need another layer. There's a little bit of concealer on my lids already from when I did my makeup. Alright, so I'm just going to take, what brush am I going to use? I'm going to take a 239 from MAC and just blend that over the lids nicely. This pencil's actually quite warm already, which is great. I didn't need to warm it up, but if you find that your pencil's dragging a bit, just warm it up on the back of your hand. That usually helps. I like this colour. Actually, it's the first time I've used this on myself. It's actually really pretty. And the other eye. My boyfriend put a mirror in right in front of me, which is awesome because I have a hard time holding eyes, talking. So hopefully that's better for you, because you can see what I'm doing a bit better. Okay, same thing again, just blend that across the entire lid. I'm not going to pull it up into my crease really, because I'm going to just do a different eyeshadow colour in there, like a blending colour. So, okay, done. Okay, let's see how this works. I'm just going to go straight on top of that. Same brush again, just to move it about a bit. I seem to remember when I used this in my last video, it did leave a bit of the sparkles, I think, once it had dried. Did give me a little bit of fallout. So if you care about that, maybe it's not quite the right product for you, but I don't actually mind. It just looks so much richer when you put something underneath it. Very shiny. Very shiny for this Wednesday. Definitely should make a trip to the grocery store today. I'd definitely use that though on a night out maybe, or an event or something. Okay, so now I'm going to take a MAC 217, she says when she can't see it. Am I or am I not? That's the question. No, I'm not going to take a MAC 217. I'm going to take, oh yeah I am. There's something up with me today. I'm all over the place. MAC 217. Okay, so I'm going to use, this is my warm MAC palette, and this one I believe is warm, oh, soft brown. So I'm just going to get my brush loaded with that, and then I'm just going to start in the middle and just work that into my crease. You can use any kind of nice transition colour that you have at home. MAC's pretty easy to get in most places, I believe. Same thing on that other eye. Start in the middle. Remember, when you put your brush down on your eye, wherever you put your brush that first time is where most of that colour is going to be deposited. So if I plonk it all down on the outside, I have to blend from the outside, and sometimes that can lead to a bit of disaster because everything gets bigger or goes down too low. Whereas if you put it in the middle, you can kind of evenly go from side to side. And then when I think, oh, that's enough colour on there, I'll wipe off like most of the product from my brush, and then I will just kind of re-blend it. Like this. Never used to have to pull my eyes up. Getting on. Alright, that's pretty. And then I'm going to do actually probably the same colour underneath. I'm just going to wipe some of that excess off my 239 brush because I don't want tons of sparkles under there. But it's a good shape to go underneath the eye just because of how flat it is. You can kind of get underneath your lashes quite well. So I'm going to use that same colour, the soft brown. I'm just going to place that under my lashes. That always makes my eyes water. Not about to cry, I swear. Well, I hope everybody's doing okay in quarantine. Restrictions are being lifted. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing remains to be seen just yet, I suppose. It's just a good time to stay in and practice your skills, I think. Well, that's the whole point of this for me. If you guys want to see anything particular, please don't be afraid to comment down below, because I really am here to just try and keep my skills up to date, and if there's anything that you want to learn, you know, I'm really happy to have a go at it for you. Can't promise it'll be the best, but I will have a go. Okay, and then I'm going to take my 217, wipe off some of that excess again, and just kind of brush over it to soften the edges. So we've used 3 things really to create this look. We used our pencil, any pencil you want as long as it's a kohl. We used our e.l.f. liquid eyeshadow, again, any one you want to use. And then we've used our soft brown from MAC. And that didn't take that long really. I mean, we are going to add a little bit of liner. I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. I actually quite like this liner from the other video, so I'm just going to go underneath. I do actually have to go out, so I don't want to do a ton of liner, but I do want to give myself a little bit. Excuse my face pulling. Okay, and then if you do what I just did and you get a little bit on your lower waterline, you can just move it off. That's the only thing actually with doing the liner underneath in the waterline like that. You know, obviously you blink constantly and it can transfer. So that's the only thing that's a little bit irritating about that. I do have a pencil, the MAC, this is called a Chromographic Eye Pencil, NC15 NW20. Any kind of concealer pencil, you just put it in there, in the waterline on the bottom. I mean, anytime you want to look a little less knackered, put a concealer pencil in your eye. Not in your eye, on your waterline, because it'll just brighten up your face, no end, believe me. There's been many days I've gone to work at 4 o'clock in the morning, looked absolutely knackered. Put that in, nobody knows, it's great. Okay, I'm going to my eyeshadow primer, which is the Lancome, standard for me. If anyone has another one that they really, really like, I'm all ears, because I've stuck with this one for a long time. I'm a bit of a creature of habit, which is actually why doing these videos are good for me, because I find working in film, I have my favourites that I use all the time. And you know, I speak to other people I work with about products that they like and love, but sometimes, you know, you don't have time to test things out to use before you go to camera. So sometimes it's a little scary to use something if you don't know how well it's going to wear on the skin. So actually doing this for me is really good, because then I get the opportunity to try all these things now. And this is the It Superhero Mascara. Actually, because I used the e.l.f. one the other day in that video, didn't I? And I used it without a primer. So maybe I'll do this one on this eye. Now I've got the primer on. And let's see what the other one looks like over the top of the primer. So this is the e.l.f. Length and Volume. Now, you know, I instantly noticed that the deposit of product from the It mascara is there's much more. I don't know if you can tell that already. I don't mind how this one looks, but I do love the It mascara for the amount of product it gives me, but the ability for it to remain non-clumpy. I'm sure I could have worded that sentence better. But, you know, this one is buildable, even on top of the primer. I'll just do one more, see what happens. Yeah, you know, this gets it gets there. It definitely gets where you need to be. Yeah, you can't really tell too much of a difference. That's lovely, that. And there you have it. Just a very simple, easy eye makeup. If anybody wants me to try these particular colours, let me know. I'm going to try and do like a whole eye series of just kind of easy, quick eye makeup looks for you all. So yeah, any ideas you want to throw my way, I'm more than happy. Have a great day, everybody. Just don't forget to subscribe, write any comments down below, and I will see you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye.